Yeah, thank you. Welcome to today's session. I've decided to go live because today we had a nice time. Um, we were just reviewing past academic years and we were giving reports. Every leader was giving reports. And I got a chance to encourage the leaders or to ask them a question, and I did not request any answer because I know when you are given a chance in any place to be a leader, you'll always have, you'll have lessons of what you have learned during that period, even in failure, even in success. There is always something that you have learned from that. And that makes us wiser. I told them the next the next leader, the incoming leader does not need to start from where you started. Let them take advantage of your failure. Let them take advantage of your success, of your knowledge, of what you have learned. That is leadership. That is legacy. That you are setting your legacy. And this legacy is invested in the wisdom that we use by experience of the others. There are many kind of leverages, and one of the leverage is on other people's experience. I always say experience is the best teacher as long as it's not your own experience. You need to learn from others. You need to learn from their mistakes. You need to learn from what they have gone through. You need to learn from their foolish decisions. You need to learn from their wise decisions. You need to learn from every decision. That if I can take this decision like this person, I will end to this in this kind of situation. And that gives you wisdom. That gives you wisdom. That gives you wisdom. Don't wait until you experience it. Don't wait until you have seen, you have carried the pain of it, but you can avoid it just by learning. You can avoid it just by seeing what others have done, what others are building. That gives you courage, that gives you power. It is good. It is good to learn from others. You don't need to wait for it. You don't need to wait until you experience it. But you can learn from others. But you can build yourself. You can invest in knowledge. Invest in knowledge. The Bible says in all you're getting, get knowledge. If it will cost you everything that you have, get understanding. Let understanding be your sister. Let understanding, let wisdom. It is knowledge that gives us the difference in life. It is knowledge that can make you and me different, that sets people apart. What you know, what I know, the difference between the rich and the poor, it is the kind of knowledge that they have. And a friend of mine and a mentor always says that if your knowledge meets global standards, the globe become your playing ground. So let us continue investing in yourself. Continue building value. Continue building value. It will pay. It will pay if you can continue investing in it. Invest in it. Invest in it. See you at the top. Bye. You can follow me here in YouTube so that you can get more inspirational content. My name is David Emuria. I'm glad to serve you. I'm glad that you are here to listen to me, to listen the reflection of the day, what I learned today, my experience today. What I was sharing was what I shared today in Catholic University of Eastern Africa, Christian Union Leadership Handover. Because as a leader, you always learn. It is a call to learn. It is a call to get something new, to learn something new, to be challenged, to be equipped so that they can stand, so that you can stand and do what you are needed to do. So thank you. See you next time. But make sure you hit the notification bell, like, comment, so that next time you can even leave a comment of what you want me to answer, or when I come live next time, I will answer your question. I will answer every question, everything, anything that you want me to answer. Thank you. Bye. I see some comments here. Yes, thank you, KB Electron. Right. Yeah, I'm well. Thank you. Thank you for that. Unless if you have any question, I will be glad to take any question. Yeah. Is there any? But make sure you subscribe. Make sure you drop a comment so that I can see how I can serve you better next time. Yeah, thank you, KB Electron. Are you a doctor? Not really. No, I don't know if you are asking a medical doctor or some clarity kindly. But thank you for your engagement. Thank you for asking that. I'm not a doctor by training. I'm an accountant and also a speaker. I minister in schools. I speak in schools to high school students and also to university students. I'm also an author of more than 3 books that is published in Seller.com. There is Don't Stay Alive Before Time. There is The Hidden Cost of Polygamy. There is also Maximize Campus for students. I wrote that one for the sake of the student that they maximize their time in campus, because campus can be a launch pad for someone if only you can get to understand how it works, that it is not about grades, but it's also about the exposure, about the friends that you are meeting there, the mentors, the lecturers, the professors, the resources in the library and even around the school. So that is basically who I am. Yeah. Thank you. I don't know if anyone asked any questions, anything. You're from which country? I'm a Kenyan. I'm from Kenya. Yeah, that is my country. That is where I live for now. But my thoughts and books um, I've traveled far beyond to other countries, especially Nigeria and Nigeria, South Sudan. They are my big client for now. They reach out for those books. Yeah, but I'm a Kenyan from a place called Turkana, Turkana County. I don't know if you have ever heard that, but I'm from Turkana, one of the marginalized areas in Kenya. Um, and that gives me an edge, an advantage, even to speak to kids, to speak to anyone, because of the resilience, because of the hardship, the lessons we have learned from there, that gives us an advantage even to be persistent. And that is what is needed even for businesses, for companies. And I've also written a book called You Are Underdog. It is the people from like the so-called disadvantaged that lives gives an advantage. It is in their disadvantage that they get life give them advantage. So that is where I come from. Yeah, that is where I live. Yeah, thank you. I don't know if anyone still has something to say. We still have 4 minutes. I don't know, KB Electrons, what are you doing? I can just know. And two others. And yeah, so that we can know how we can serve each other for the betterment of every day is for learning. I've written a book called Be Valuable, that it depends with the value that we bring. When we become valuable, it gives us a place. I was telling my friends yesterday that there is no space for you anywhere. It is the space that you create by yourself. It is the space that you create by your value. It is that space. That is the only thing that is there. But for you to wait for someone to create or to tell you something or to do something for you, is not there. But when you invest in knowledge, when you invest in the right, in the quality knowledge, you get, it gives you an advantage. It gives you an advantage. Any question, anything, any topic you want me to share next time? It will be really a nice thing. Yeah, thank you for the love. Thank you for connecting all over the world. It is a great pleasure having you this evening from where I stand. Yeah. So I will leave the links for those books if you want to reach out to those books, to the store, to the seller platform to get the books. Leave I will leave the link in the description so that you can get a copy of it and you read it. Then next time when we meet, you give me an overview, a review of that thing. So thank you. See you next time. Bye.